Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Tuesday is usually a day when we're digesting a lot of overnight numbers. As far as markets are concerned, beans are kind of mixed. Started out lower, now they're about a penny higher. Corn's down 3 cents and wheat's down about 6 cents. The USDA came out yesterday and they said that winter wheat harvest was about 63% done. They rated the spring wheat crop 80% good to excellent versus 35 last year. That's much higher than a normal crop rating. Corn was rated 75% good to excellent versus 76 last week. Beans 71 versus 71. And so in general, you're still looking at a very good crop conditions. Weather over the next couple of weeks, kind of a mixture of maybe normal to maybe above normal temps, and normal rains across the northern and eastern areas, but below normals in the west. So doubt if the crop ratings drop dramatically from that type of forecast. Export inspections yesterday pretty much in line with expectations, but wheat still running behind the pace needed to get to the USDA numbers. And on Thursday, we've got the USDA numbers, and I think the one thing people are going to look at is the impact USDA's trends and models have on the tariffs that were imposed. Right now, the tariffs are not a big issue, but if escalated, it could lower the demand for U.S. soybeans by China and switch that demand to Brazil. So we'll see what the USDA wants to do that. We'll also kind of be watching the corn and see if they might have some impact on the tariffs that between U.S. and Mexico and U.S. corn demand to Mexico. We also note that one of the consultants and private groups in Russia estimated their total grain crop at 114 million tons, their wheat crop at 70 versus 72.5 previous, and they estimate their corn crop at 12.5 million tons. So again, even though markets are down, that offers some support under the market. We saw Conab came out and they put the Brazil crop at 119 and the corn crop at 83 versus 85. So there are some people that even think the Brazil corn crop might be as low as 81 million tons. We did note that one private crop group here in the United States put the U.S. corn yield at 178. The USDA is using 174. We doubt if they make big changes in yields in July. The big month is August when they have their first objective yield survey and farmer survey. The same group is using a U.S. soybean yield of 51 versus the USDA's June estimate of 48.5. Funds yesterday, big sellers of beans, meal, corn, and wheat continue to be short beans, long meal, short oil, corn, and long a little bit of wheat. And again, if we just look at the USDA report on Thursday, we look at the weather, and we look at the tariff issues, the grain prices are still on the defensive. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.